Hello, hello, curl friends. Today I'm going to show you how to wet plop. My hair is already styled. I washed it yesterday actually, and then I let it dry, air dry, with no products because I was just giving my hair a bit of a rest. And now I've just styled it with CANTU Lock and Twist Gel. If you want to see how I style my hair with that, I'll put a link below and you can watch my video on how I styled my hair with CANTU. Not this particular style, but generally, so another day that I did it. So you're going to want to get just any old t-shirt. I've chosen Life, choose Life, yeah. But it doesn't really matter what t-shirt you use as long as it's the right size. If you have a big one, you can fold it in half. If you have a small ones are better, but not too small. It's just so you can tie it and it will work. I would also suggest scrunching your hair before you put it into the wet plopping motion, because you don't want your hair dripping wet. This will significantly increase your drying time. If you're anything like me and my hair takes hours to dry, my hair can take all day to dry if I'm air drying. If you keep it up in a t-shirt, it's gonna take even longer to dry. Ain't nobody got time for that. Lay your t-shirt on a flat surface. I'm using my bed. I do fold the collar part of it just over, and then I flip my head over and gently plop your hair onto the t-shirt. Then fold the back end of the t-shirt behind your head, like so, and grab the sleeves, or if you have a long t-shirt, and then tie it at the back. Some people tend to tie it in the front, but I tied mine at the back. It all depends on your preference. I guess some people say your hair gets flat in the front if you don't tie it in the front. I don't know myself. This is my first time trying, so let's see how it works out. Then you can tuck it in to make it look a bit neater, but I'm at home anyway, so it didn't really matter to me. I did this first thing in the morning before I started work, so I would suggest only leaving it in for about 10 to 30 minutes. This really helps with definition, but I kept mine in for 4 hours because I had to go straight to work, and then at lunchtime is when I removed it. There you go, and you can see it still looks wet, and it was very damp. It wasn't soaking, but my hair wasn't really drying. So then I diffused for another 40 to 45 minutes. And there you have it. It's dry. I was impressed. Just look at that definition. Wow. I would encourage you to wet plop with a t-shirt, especially if you've just started transitioning, and then diffuse. This encourages our curls big time. They're lovely bouncy curls that come out, and your hair just like bounces back, and that's what the wet plopping actually does. I did feel the hold wasn't there, but that was probably because I had diffused my hair, and when my hair was in the t-shirt, the products were being absorbed into the t-shirt, which is good, so the products don't weigh your hair down at the same time. But I didn't have the crunch I usually have, which I know will make my hair last for days. Overall, I was very happy. I obviously fluffed out my hair. I did feel I had a bit more shrinkage. That's probably because your hair is being plopped on top of your head with the t-shirt, so that's inevitable. Come on, you need to try this wet plopping. This is amazing actually. The shrinkage is a bit more than usual, but this is only day 2, so it's just gonna get bigger. Some curly girls actually do sleep with this overnight, but I personally wouldn't recommend it, just because your hair will be wet for so long, and it can be like a breeding ground for bacteria, and you don't really want that. However, if you do decide to sleep with it overnight, which obviously you're welcome to, I would think it's really comfortable, because I had that on for 4 hours and I was fine. Your hair doesn't even feel wet. You sleep with it like that. I suggest putting a bonnet over the t-shirt, especially if you start rolling around. Wet hair and rolling around at night, you will wake up with Frizz Central if your hair isn't kept in place. The definition is excellent. I mean, look at that. I think even if you have a bad hair day, you know, if you have styled your hair pretty badly and it looks all frizzy, if you put it in a t-shirt and plop it for a while, it sorts out that frizz. Like, look at this. Leave a comment below. I'd love to know how you do your wet plopping. Do you do it differently? What tips could you give me to improve my wet plopping skills? Thanks for watching Curls by Charlene, and I'll see you in my next video.